Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. This is your girl Shereen. Guys, I'm here again, guys. Yes. Yes, guys. But before we begin, please to hit that subscribe button, guys, and make sure you share my video. So, what are we going to talk about today, guys? So, today we're going to be talking about men don't care about financial status when they are dating. Is that true? Is that really true? I don't know. I have some different I have mixed feelings about it. I feel that if a man is dating for the first time or him just meet somebody, of course he's not going to think about the financial status. He's going to just think about what is in his pants or how him feel at the moment. But as the relationship goes on, I believe money become uh, a concern, or it should be a concern. So what brought on this topic is the other day I was on some reel. I don't know which one of them. So many of them, right? I don't know if it was Instagram or it was Facebook. But I saw this reel and they said that, and this guy came there and said that how he's an engineer and he's dating this girl and she work into a coffee shop and he loves her and he doesn't care about her financial status. And so I'm there thinking, okay, you don't care about our financial status, but something to the effect that he said that bothers me. He's trying to say men don't care about financial status. So I'm saying if a man is dating a woman, he doesn't when you just meet a woman, you don't know if she's financially stable or she isn't. Do you? Do you know if she's financially stable? That doesn't determine a good woman from a horrible person or a non a person who you won't like or you won't date. I don't date people based on, well, for me, because I think with my mind, not with my heart. So yes, I do date guys who is financially stable because I'm telling you the truth. I will not date a guy that have nothing to offer the relationship. I'm sorry. Um, well, no, I wouldn't. And I'm not gonna sit here and lie. No, to me, attractiveness is when a guy can provide. If I see that the guy can provide, that is how that attract me to that guy. I'm sorry, guys. It's true. And I mean, I want to buy a wig, I want to buy nice clothes and whatnot, not. So therefore, I'm sorry. Who's gonna buy me all the nice jewelry I wear on here? No, you have to, right? And yeah, so for that guy to talk about him want a woman because of financial status, because she doesn't have to have financial status. I just think that not every men are like that. A lot of men want a woman, if they are going to settle down with a woman, they want to know that the woman can afford or have intention, right? But remember, guys, usually men, if they're when they're dating, they date across and down, right? So usually the woman is of a lower status. But I teach my son that he needs to start dating woman across and up, because what? Some of these young men don't want to work. So what are you gonna do? The two are not gonna hungry and look at each other face at night when the sex is over. I'm sure that can't happen. How can you date somebody who can provide for you, or vice versa? Somebody has to be responsible in a relationship, right? And for me, I just find men who provide for a woman, I find them very attractive. I'm sorry, even if I can afford it. I know I can afford it, but I'm just old school. I just find those men attractive because I just can't see going to a restaurant and then taking out my money and paying for the meal, and he has a choice. He can either go 50-50 and nothing. No, no, I can't. No, sir. No, no, that ain't gonna happen, guys. Not gonna happen. That is why it brings me to this, which is unequal yoke. Now, I know it's a term used in the Bible, but for me, what unequal yoke meaning that, say, a guy, he's a surgeon, he's well read, right? Educated, him read a lot. Not every surgeon read a lot, because some people from them leave school, them never even take a book. But let's say that a guy is well read. How can you date a woman in who all our ambition is just coffee shop? Not that I'm hitting anybody that she have low expectation and low ambition. How can you talk to a person like that? How is it you're going to communicate and talk to that person if they have low level of education or stuff like that? Unless, I'm saying, unless it's just unfortunate life why they're low in education, right? Because some of us are can be very bright, but at the same time didn't get the opportunity. So then we could still have a conversation. But say you have a PhD, how can you talk to somebody? To me, that is unequal. There's nothing there in common if you like to talk about philosophy and them don't have a clue what you love or your interests, right? So those are things that you have to look at. So for this guy to come on one of the reels and said that him don't think about finances. It's not only finances. You have to look at the whole picture, the whole, yeah, you can't just separate them, right? Of course, yes, when you meet the woman for the first time and you want some, you know what I mean, you want something, right? Of course you're going to see it that way, but as time goes on you're going to see it differently when you're in the merging stage of a relationship. Remember guys, there is 5 stages of a relationship, and the first stage is the honeymoon stage. The second stage is doubt and denial stage, which has to do with the difference between each other. So you have to try to see if you can accept the differences between each other. And then the third stage is I can't remember what was the third stage again. Anyway, guys, the third stage, and I think the third stage has to do with like the winter seasons of love and power struggle. Yes, if my mind is correct. And then the last stage is the wholehearted stage. Now, there are 5 stages, and if you can make it to the last stage, everything is fine. But usually it's old people make it to the last stage, because lots of the time they don't, people don't, people just can't deal with the differences and they move on, right? Move on, move on, move on. Anyways, guys, so what I'm trying to say here is that everybody have to bring something to the relationship. It doesn't have to be money, right? I'm going to tell you a story. So I went on a dating site once. It was millionaire.com. Yes, because I want millionaire. Yes. So hit me up. Hit me up. Anyway, guy, I'm joking. Okay, so I went on millionaire.com and I was reading this. This guy hit me up and says hi and whatnot. And I said hi. And then he said to me, I read his profile. When I read his profile, he's about 65 years old. He said that he wants, in his description, what he's looking for a woman under, I don't remember if it was under 40 or under 35. Yes, it was under 40. So they want a woman that is under 40 years old, and she has to be financially stable, and she have to be in good, physically fit. That's what he said. And he was a surgeon. And so, because I am the person I am, I text the guy and I said to him, why? I text the guy and I said to the guy, oh, I saw your profile and I read what you're looking for. And then I said to him, you want a woman that is in good shape. You want a woman that is financially stable. And you want a woman who is, I think at the time it was like 25 years your senior. So then I start to think. So I ask him the question, what is it that he has to offer? Because in truth and in fact, guys, if I'm financially stable and I'm 40 years old, and this 65-year-old man want a woman under 40, and he's going to state all of those things that he needs. Why would I be financially stable and go take a man 65 years old? Wouldn't I go for a man 35-year-old if I'm 40? Because I like when time the Johnny boy can stand up strong, and there's nothing in life like pleasure. So I asked the guy, what is it you are offering? Because you want all of these things. What is it that you are offering? And you know the guy, the guy say him offering himself. I'm say really, but I have money. I can support myself. I can do all of this. And yet you're giving all those things. So I think some people are unrealistic, right? Like him, he's unrealistic. Him 65-year-old, I'm sure him can't stand up like the way he used to. So why is that he wants a woman to he's having all these he's saying that what he wants is a 40-year-old, and him telling you how he want the woman to be financially stable. What's that? That's garbage. Any woman out there, if you're financial stable, would you be good to talk to a 65-year-old? Hell no. Hell no. You don't need him for what? What you need him? What else you need him for? Anyhow, guys. anyhow, anyhow, back to the story. Back to what I was saying. I was saying that people normally in the beginning of the relationship, they don't care about the money. Men, not people, just men don't care about money. So they'll date people, as I said, across and down, right? But they don't care about when you have a family, right? When you and like how right now how things are so expensive, you better not care about it who you're dating. You better not start dating equal or above, right? Because if you can put in 3 or 4 years into university, why should you date somebody who do not put that much time into university or do something with them life? Them just come there for come. Listen, please. No, I'm sorry. That is why some men are saying that women who have things or who get educated are not ladylike anymore. I don't know what they're talking about. It's because you believe that you should be the only breadwinner, and that's been going on for centuries, right? And we have been brainwashed that the men supposed to provide, and if he cannot provide for that woman the way or she can provide for herself, him feel useless. That is what it is. And I see a lot of these arguments going around on Facebook, and this is my take on it, right? A woman can provide for herself, and being strong doesn't mean that she doesn't have gentleness about her, doesn't mean that she's going to domineer everything. It means that she have your back. It means that she's going to, if something should happen to you, she can provide for you. And that is what you want. Think with your head and stop with your dick, right? Because what you're going to have what, 15 minutes of pleasure, and then what? And then the rest of the time, what you're going to do, sit and look in each other's face? It doesn't work like that, right? People who are in long-term relationship knows it doesn't work like that, right? I've been in long-term relationship, and it does not work like that. At a matter of time, at one point in time, I am the main provider, right? I was the main provider for a while, but it didn't start out like that, because when I dated up and across, right? And then things happen, life happen, and then I have to pick up the slack, right? So don't bother to think that you have to be like, oh, and follow the whole trend on YouTube and Facebook and whatnot. Not saying that men men don't date women if they're financially stable. That's a lie, or they don't care about it. Intelligent men do care about it. He do care about it, because people who have a vision and who moving forward and who is seeing things like long term, they do care about it. I'm not talking about the rich millionaire who them change woman like how them change them underwear. That is not that is 2% of the population. They can afford to not think about, okay, can my partner provide for themselves? We're talking about just regular people like you and I, right? That's what we're talking about today. So, guys, I'm going to leave you now because I'm not going to make this video longer than it should be. So, I always want to leave you with something, right? Leave you with some knowledge here. So, if you're dating and you don't know what red flags are, let me tell you, red flags are indifferences. And what does indifference mean? A person don't care about if you live or you die. Yeah, they don't care. You're there with a man and him don't even care if you're out on the road late at night. When you come in, him just sit on the couch. Yeah. When a person is in a relationship and they're not present in the relationship, what does that mean? When you're not present in the relationship, him just going through the day, or the woman they're just there. They're not present. They mind somewhere else. They're not making future plans with you. They don't say anything. Every time you're supposed to talk about what we're going to do next year or the future or something, they're not interested. Run, right? Lack of trust. If them start lying to you in the beginning, get rid of them. A liar is a liar, right? Him need him need therapy. Right? And his action is not matching what he is saying. Him say him love you, but you don't see it. You can't feel it. You know something is wrong. Get rid of him, right? Get rid of her. You know what to? Insecurity. When a man have insecurity and him don't, and him really something not right with him. That mean him go through some kind of childhood trauma. Get rid of him too. But sorry, because guess what? Every time you go into a relationship, you have to deal with people and them whatever happening to them childhood trauma. If them not deal with them childhood trauma, don't even bother unless you want a project. Do you want a project? I sure don't want a project. When a man is selfish, what you gonna do? Him selfish, him buy buy him go to the store and him buy himself a cologne and don't even buy you. You and him going in, you and him go to the mall and him buy himself something. Those things are red flag, and him do not buy anything for you. Him just buy it for himself. Get rid of him, right? Because I wouldn't do that. If I'm going to the mall, and I wouldn't go take him to the mall if I'm going to shop and I can't afford to buy him something. So get rid of him. And then remember, I said I'm old school, right? When a man start out a relationship and him bomb love you, what does that mean? Him show you with gift. Him just 3 weeks, him up in you. You can't get rid of him. His head is on your legs. Get rid of him. Him can't get enough. It's almost like you're going to go out of style. Right? Bomb, love, bomb affection, all those things are red flag, guys. But remember, guys, I'm going to leave you with this thought. Remember, when you start having children, you have to think about the partner that you choose. You want to make sure that partner can pick up the slack if something happened to you. So quit talking about, oh, you don't care if the woman is financially. She don't have to have money, but she's supposed to have earning power. And I tell myself she must have earning power, or she must be at least she can do something. She's not just dumb sitting at home and not don't know what to do. And if for you to become powerful, this is what you're gonna need. For you to become powerful as a man, you need a good woman behind you. Look Barack Obama and Michelle Obama. That woman is a powerful woman, right? And if Barack Obama didn't have Michelle, maybe he wouldn't be a president. So think about it before you go on reels and talk about, oh, I don't care about if the woman have this and have that financially or educated or nothing. I just care about I love her and I love her. I want to tell no son, if you want your son to become nothing in life and have nothing when him reach 50 and 60-year old, keep feeding that bullshit. Anyhow, guys, this is my opinion, right? Nothing is set in stone. I'm just giving you my opinion. Anyhow, guys, I'll see you in my next video. Remember to share this video, subscribe to my channel. Yes, guys. I want to be at 1,000 subscriber before the year end 2023, guys. We are going to be monetized together, right? Love, peace.